Now for this particular product, the tool will not be unusable as soon as the blade is not sharp.
When you come to the maximum point of pulled it, then cut it.
So with some items on the table today that we'd like to introduce to our audiences. So these tools are engineered and developed by ourselves in Taiwan. So we have all the intellectual property behind it. So this came out last year, at the very beginning of the 2020. This is a product that is in a very good strategic positioning. You can adjust the tensioning, but at the same time, it offers the most cost-effective solution. Right, so now we have the prop for our demonstration. We can adjust the tension of the tightness. When we pull it, the cutoff strength and the tightness of the cable tie. The previous version of this tool, we weren't able to adjust the tension. So being that it will always give the same tension when you tighten it, when you cut.
So the consistency
is good, and also when you cut, it's always a flat edge. So it's unlike when you cut with the scissors. Sometimes you have a sharp edge.
Yes.
That might scrape your hands. This product, it's in a special positioning in the market, where it's one of the most cost-effective tool with the with tensioning system. We tested the tensioning system, so it's a very stable and unified tension throughout all the numbers.
Design and hold is very ergonomic.
Yeah,
It's like very easy and good to hold.
that's right.
Yes.
So it cuts off same tension every time. In terms of production and manufacturing, you're actually controlling your process in the manufacturing. I think this product is more suitable for wiring harnesses where you have to move to your tightening location instead of the wiring location come to you. So it'd be suitable for bigger wiring harness that you have to move your tools to each of the locations.
Okay, this looks very nice. I think this is one of the best looking design wise as well as hold wise.
So this tool is suitable for narrower ties. In our catalog, it'd be suitable for M, I, maybe up to ST. This is a ST cable tie.
Okay.
So it's more suitable for the narrower ties. Now for this particular product, the tool will not be unusable as soon as the blade is not sharp. We've actually hit a spare blade in the back. So where you see there's a plus sign, this is secret compartment where you can open with just a coin. You can open it up, there will be a spare blade inside, and you can change the blade. When it's not sharp, what happens often on the assembly line is that the workers, they will think the tension is too low, and they will bump up the tension. But when you do that, in the end, especially for very narrow ties that has low tensile strength, you pull the cable tie to extend.
Too much of
Yeah.
pressure.
Yes, that
That results
it
in
breaks
breaking
the
small
tie.
ties.
So this is something that we need to educate our end users when it doesn't cut properly not with the tensioning, but with the blade. Yeah. So that's the most important thing that we need to communicate to our end user.
Now how about this one?
Okay, so this is the heavy duty version of the tightening tool. Actually, you can use this tool for smaller, narrower tie as well.
Okay.
But because this is a heavy tool,
Okay.
so it's much more suitable for heavy duty items. With this tool, you can take up to the HD models.
HD model we mean by 9 millimeters of
And
width.
7.6.
7.6.
It's actually a two-stage process. When you tighten it, this action is for tightening it. Where when you get to the desired strength at the end, you do the cut by using this lever. With this tool, what you don't get as with the other tool, compared to the other tool, is that you don't get a unified tightening tension every time.
We need to measure ourselves. Right?
Yes, with this it's just a no-brainer when you just squeeze, and you can tighten the system. And at the end, with the feelings in your arm, you can feel the tension, and then you cut it off.
So when you come to the maximum point of, you have pulled it, and then cut it.
Yeah. So for heavy-duty ties, of course, it's more robust. So it doesn't really matter if you squeezed it a bit too hard or a bit too soft compared to the narrow ties. Also, it gives the same advantage compared to the other tool is when you cut, it's always a flat cut. No, not a very sharp edge where it might cut the workers.
And this cutting edge, at this edge, this will be a consistent mode.
Yes.
Right? But only in this tension, we need to adjust our own tension. How much is we need to get by the feeling that the tightness is enough and then cut it, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't having an automatic thing.
Correct.
Okay, so that's, I think, very much clear about this function.
So what I recommend is for when workers need to move up, where you have to climb up the stairs or you're working on a rooftop. So you bring the whole tool with you and tighten the cable tie, and you can cut the cable tie with the same cutting pattern every time consistently.
Okay, so that's very clear now. This will become a quite efficient tool. Should be much useful for our end users who are using in very constant mode in assembly lines and in special areas where they require more precise and consistency of the work that should come out for the cable ties cutting.
Okay, so we thank you, Derek, for joining us today.
Thank you very much for explaining us such detail about the product, and this has been a wonderful experience to understand the product, and I think our users and our spectators, whoever has been listening to this video, they thought that this was helpful for them. We really hope that this can work out, and this is our new product. And thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Thank you.